stacking them like this. No one likes this when they do it, FYI. So if you feel really frustrated, it's cool, everyone is. But you're gonna get really strong and you'll learn a lot of control by doing it this way. So earlier I said really push through your arms in bridge pose in Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. I said it's gonna make more sense later. Here's later. We're working into Sarvangasana. So you'll notice Setu Bandha Sarvangasana and Sarvangasana share part of the same name. Sarvangasana is essentially meaning like all body pose. So when we're in Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, we're talking about pushing through the arms a certain way, sometimes binding the hands in this all body pose. In shoulder stand, we're talking about balancing on the shoulders in this all body pose, which is why I took her to a shoulder stand. So when you are lifted up off of the ground like this, you can't really push through your elbows or do the things that people usually want to do to use momentum to lift themselves up. You have to ground. You have to use strong shoulders, strong arms, and strong core to be able to lift and lower through this pose. I also like people to get into it from bridge pose, which seems kind of weird, but it'll make sense in a moment so that you can see how the two things are very, very similar to each other. Okay, so I'm going to be laying down. You can just watch for now. The positioning of the blankets are important. You want to be far enough down that you have space behind, or blanket space behind the shoulders, but far enough up that your head is not on the blanket. Your neck might kind of touch the blankets. Then we're going to take a block underneath the pelvis. So this is how we're going to start in bridge. So it's a really like casual, passive bridge. So you can see I can't push through my whole forearm. In fact, my wrist is even picked up off the ground. This is the most frustrating part. People want to do this. If they're used to not pushing into their shoulders, they do this with their hands when they have the arms lifted off the ground like this. So the first thing I want you to do is spread the fingers, finding Hasta Bandha, and like you're palming a basketball and your fingers are touched, like stuck to the ground, you are going to stay here with your hands. Does that make sense? And then we're going to create a fin with the legs. You're going to squeeze the legs, kind of like we practiced earlier. Big toe mounds and knees are going to stay touching. Now, I'm going to be lifting from the contraction of the belly with my breath, with my exhale, my out breath. That's going to be what lifts me up. And I'm going to push through my shoulders. You're going to feel the back of the arms fire a lot when you do this. So I'm going to inhale here. On the exhale, I'm going to push through my arms and lift myself up into Sarvangasana. I'm going to inhale here. On the exhale, I'm going to lower myself back down. I'm going to inhale, exhale, squeeze, push, and lift. Inhale, and exhale down. And we're going to do that 3 times. And the third time, we're going to pause. And you're going to take your hands to the back and then kind of readjust the shoulders and the elbows to wherever feels right in your body. And when we leave the last time, you're going to kind of keep your hands at the pelvis. You're going to drop the legs back into like a really like pseudo plow pose. We're not going to go all the way into it. And you're going to guide your hips back down. And take a nose to knees with a block under, kind of like a reverse child's pose. And then we'll come all the way down and lift up.